Hey guys, we got a bit of a sunny day today, Sunday. Yesterday was miserable, it rained almost all day. But took a bit of time to go out and dig up the potatoes. Some good things and some bad things. Since we've been putting in a lot of compost in and the chicken shavings from the chicken coop. We had a pile of worms in the garden. I've never seen so many worms in our garden before. So that was pretty cool. You know, in a handful of dirt there was, 4 or 5 worms that you could see without really doing any investigations or scientific calculations. You could just see them everywhere. So, but I also noticed a pile of slugs. So that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind next year and see about putting up some slug traps. Put maybe 4 or 5 out, something like that, and just try and eliminate some of them. You would flip over a mound of potatoes and there'd be like 15-20 slugs all kind of in a pile. So I'm not sure that's a good thing. That was probably what was eating the potato leaves, I'm guessing. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I'll show you the harvest. It's probably about average. I did all reds. I haven't weighed them yet, but I'm gonna guess there's probably 50 pounds in there, give or take. But that's about an average year. That is, I think 22 mounds. I think in a 16-foot bed I do them every foot with a foot on each side. So I think it's 11 or 13, I can't remember now. So, and 2 rows in the 8x16 bed. So I think 22 mounds or so. So that's not too bad. No real monsters. They're all, average to small sort of thing, which is good and bad. For us, when I used to get the big orange-sized ones, most of the inside was rotten. So I did notice some holes in some of these, so I'm going to get them out on some newspaper and let them dry out in the garage for the next week or two. Put the fan down and circulate some air around and get them dried. I'll weigh them after that, but I'm going to guess there's about 50 pounds in there, give or take. So not too bad. That'll get us going through some of the year anyways. We'll probably save these till later in the year, because right now you can still buy good potatoes. But late winter, early spring, that's when the crap potatoes come out, and these ones will still be good in here in the garage. So that's not too bad. Not too bad considering I really don't put any effort into it. This year I think the only thing special I did was I put pine needles and leaves down right over top of the whole bed and just kept an eye on it. And anytime I seen what I thought was a sprout poking up, then I'd just clear a bit of the mulch away from the plant so they could come out of the ground and grow. So that's about it. I plant the potatoes about 6 inches down, 6 to 8 inches down. Water them till I see green, and then that was pretty much it. I really don't do a whole lot of work when it comes to the garden because I don't really love it. So potatoes are pretty simple. If I can get a decent harvest out of 20 minutes of work, anyone can. So give them a try, guys. I'll get them weighed up and I'll make another video on the total weight. So we'll see you later. So we decided to just get the potatoes put down, and I figured I may as well weigh them and add the weigh into the harvest video. So 1 pail full, and we're at 33.8 pounds, and we've got about that to go. So we're probably right around 50 pounds and 5 pounds of dirt or so. So we're over 40 pounds. We'll put those on the newspaper, and then we will weigh the rest of them, and I'll show you the total. Well, there's the last of them, so I think that's right around 46.5 pounds of potatoes. A little disappointed. I would have liked to have been up into the 70-75 pounds. But, you know, like I said before, you don't put anything into it, you don't get a whole lot out of it. So, if I would have hilled them up, probably would have done better. If I would have weeded them a little more, probably would have done better. Had a pile of tomatoes growing in the east side of the bed. I'm sure if I would have picked those out, we would have got more potatoes. So, you know, it is what it is. About 40 pounds or so, a good 35 pounds of potatoes isn't too bad. They'll eat well. I know there's some that have some wormholes in them, so, you know, I figure 35 pounds a good potato. Could be worse. I think it cost me maybe a couple bucks for seed potato, for the seed. So, you know, I'm definitely come out on ahead of it. So, anywho, just thought I'd show that. There's the ones down there that we weighed, the 33 pounds. And there's the other bit. We'll spread those out a bit more. Spread those out a bit more, and I've got my fan over here. So put that like that. That'll get blown and that'll dry them off. So, for those of you who haven't planted potatoes, I suggest giving it a try. It's pretty easy to do. So, that's it. That's all, guys. Have fun.